politics. First, I need to apologize to anybody that has been watching me at this point for getting videos in so late. In my defense, college is hard. So back to the politics thing, this episode is full of it. At the beginning of the episode, we have the North invading the South, and Korra's kind of, I don't know, resigned to it. Although I think she's still under the impression that Unalaq is a good guy. These northern benders are making the southerners' lives miserable. You get the stereotypical, get out of my way, and the bender pushes the guys over. That's, you know, interesting. And there's a meeting in Korra's dad's house, Tamrock. Tamrock? Is that his name? I'm gonna get it eventually. During the meeting, the businessman, whose name also I'm forgetting, I really should have watched the episode again before making this video. Oh well. They're talking about how the North is taking away their rights and how they can't do these exports, and the businessman is like, I need to sell these fish, and there's a joke, ha ha ha. And Korra's trying to explain to them that Unalaq has their best interests at heart. Is that the way you say it? I don't know, whatever. And Korra's trying to convince them that Unalaq has their best interests at heart, and the other people aren't buying it at all, as nobody should. I think we should add gullible to Korra's character traits now. Fast forward a bit, and we've got Korra going over to Unalaq's castle, I suppose it's called, trying to get him to back off a little bit because people are getting mad and there might start a war. And Unalaq says, no, you're the one that has to fix this. You're the Avatar. Which is, of course, complete bullshit because, you know, he's the one that started this and he needs to fix it along with Korra because it is the Avatar's job to fix this. We all know that. But, like, really? You're just making the problem horrible and then assuming that she should just fix it? No, it's not even assuming. It's forcing the problem on her because he's a bad guy. Or because, oh yeah, she's incredibly gullible. I forgot about that. So Korra tries to keep these people from fighting because a northerner was attacking these southern kids who throw snowballs at them. And nobody's listening to her because she thinks that she's in favor of the North, calling her the worst Avatar ever, which she, well, no, she's not actually. I should give her more credit than I am already. And her father shows up and quells the problem with pretty much no problem at all. And he tries to talk to her and get her opinion on stuff and comfort her and whatever, and she's already blown off. She's walking away from the situation, of course, all pissed off. She goes over to Mako, who still has no idea how to be the Avatar's boyfriend or girlfriend. No, boyfriend. So she's really pissed off, and she comes back later to Unalaq's castle thing and witnesses him being attacked by these other people. I can actually play guitar, let me see. And she sees a big burly man carry him, and she assumes that it's her father because it kind of looks like him and it's dark and it's in the heat of the moment. And there's this really cool action sequence. It's the only action sequence in this whole episode, so it's nice to have that there. It's good fighting. We get to remember how much of a badass Korra actually is because we've kind of been forgetting at this point. So she beats the guys up and she does some water bending to smash the guy's snowmobile, whatever. And she runs over to the guy and says, Dad, how could you? And she pulls off the mask and it's not her dad, of course. And he says, he wouldn't help us. He's a traitor just like you. She catches the people and ties them up and sends them to the authorities and convinces Unalaq to give them a fair trial. Because Unalaq's first impression is to just, I don't know, throw them in prison and let them rot. I guess he says something to that effect. And he's convinced by her to give them a fair trial, which is good. Yeah, you gotta have, you know, reasonable government here, unlike ours currently. She runs back to her house and walks in all timidly and asks her mother and father if she's still welcome, and she is. Of course she's welcome, and she does her cry and repentance thing where, you know, at the end of most episodes in Korra, she learns something and at the end all is forgiven. And they forgive her, of course, for being a complete jerk, and you can notice that she is actually sorry. Although she was mad at her dad for different reasons than being a traitor. I don't know. I guess that she had a little bit of introspective moments and realized how dumb she's been. And then we get to the twist ending. And the twist ending, of course, is that Unalaq walks in and says, you are under trial for treason, for trying to kidnap me and kill me. And there's the big swelling music and credits roll. That's the end of the episode. What did I think of this episode as a whole? Well, it's alright. There's some nice action sequences. There's a few funny moments, although most of the time there's not much comedy going on. There's also some fun moments of Bolin trying to deal with Eska, I think her name is, and she is insane. And like I've said in previous vlogs, like every moment she's on screen is just gold. It's so good. Most of the funny moments come from that interaction. I would get annoyed with how she just kind of assumes that that big burly guy is her dad. Like, you would think that if you lived with someone your entire life, you'd know what they look like, even in the dark. But it's the heat of the moment, and he's got a mask on, so, you know, whatever, I'll let that slide. It's really interesting to me how political this episode is. It seems to me like the creators are pulling in a different direction to cater to a wider audience that shows that the show isn't just about fighting, it isn't just about, like, I don't know, mystical things or spirits. There's a lot more politics in this season than any of us probably initially thought there would be, you know, with the season being called Spirits. So far, we haven't seen many spirits. We've seen, like, a couple in the first couple episodes, and, like, none at all in this episode. So, Legend of Korra, politics of the Southern Water Tribe. But it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of different and not really what I was expecting, but I like it. You know, I like that it's different than what I was expecting. And I'm really hoping that something happens, yeah? It feels like they're holding back on this episode, and maybe the shit will go down in the next one. So overall, I would say, yeah, I do like the episode. It was fun for the most part. That action sequence at the end was really, really, really good. You see the way she handles those ropes. It was magical. I hate to use that word. It was really, really impressive. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Please subscribe if you are so inclined and you like what you see. Also, I apologize once again for being really, 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 really late on this video. Yeah, I know. It's just I'm getting ready for my senior recital this year because I'm not going to do it this next semester, and I need to get all this stuff figured out, and I haven't quite done that yet, and I need to practice a lot, and I've been really busy and tired. But I swear I'm gonna catch up. Not only am I gonna catch up, I'm gonna be on top of it once I have caught up and actually do this. Also in the future, look forward to a top 10 video. I have that in the works. I have it written, I just need to record the voice and find the footage and all that. So yeah, sorry about that, and have a nice day.